Hey guys, eNtaK here and welcome back to Star Wars Battlefront. Today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite modes in game, Supremacy, and my thoughts about the mode and things that I think are good to know when going into the mode. Supremacy is essentially a mode where you control points on the map. You attack them, you capture them, and then you defend them. Supremacy is a large mode with a lot of players that takes place on some of the largest maps in game. You fight for control of 5 points, you use both ground and air vehicles to help your team win, play as a team, and do whatever you can to achieve victory. The goal is to try and control as many points or the majority of them after the time limit has elapsed. The cool thing is that you're fighting for control of numerous points at once, and this allows for some very diverse action as you will have to adapt to different obstacles and fights at different points on the map. Then this is even more so compounded when you have those locations shift and then new terrain and areas come into play. At this point, your previous approach to controlling a point may have to change entirely. The thing that I found exciting about the mode is just that. Things are ever changing, and with the spawns being better in this mode, you are never too far away from the action at any given time. This helps you get back into the fight quickly, but also make sure that you are always playing the objective and being aware of enemy players nearby. This also helps to eliminate camping and whatnot, as this mode pretty much always pushes you either forward or backwards. Not only do you find vehicles in this mode, but you will also find hero pickups, and so you need to be aware of them constantly. Some heroes are very effective depending on the maps, specifically a map like Endor with so many places to hide and attack from. They are also very effective at capping points, as you can take increased damage, be quick, and be useful towards your team's ultimate objectives. Some maps feature massive outdoor areas, but some also have interior objectives, compounding the issue of controlling the point with close-range combat and the ever-looming Battlefront threat of explosive damage inside. Be aware of these locations, as they may be very easy to capture, but they also might be more difficult to defend. Overall, this mode is very simple. Capture, control, and defend points. That diversity comes with the map, the location, and the specific things you may find on each map. Do your best to work as a team, attack the objectives, and then prepare to defend them. Don't just rush into the objective, be tactical and be patient. Attack with your team and familiarize yourself with the maps and the control locations so that you can attack them effectively. Knowing the locations and maps can also help you find great places to defend these points from. It's very important to keep in mind that when you play Supremacy, you might start off and you might not do that great. But be patient, keep playing it, and then you'll find yourself being in better situations where you can be more effective for your team. When I first started playing Supremacy, I didn't have a very easy time. I found myself getting killed a lot and found myself being in situations that I had no idea that was going to happen if I was going to push up into this one position. But you quickly learn the different areas in the map where you can be most effective and the best ways to approach a certain capture point so that you don't just die all the time, but that way you can actually be effective for your team, survive, and be in the battle longer. Because the ultimate goal is to capture the points, but as an individual playing on the map, the best way for you to help your team is to stay alive, be in the fight longer, and do what you can to help control the point. It's a very simple mode and the concept is very simple, but it's very important to remember how you should approach the game from an individual standpoint and how you can be most effective for your team. So don't just rush into an objective, be patient, be tactical, and keep in mind the various locations and how things might shift. And if you might find yourself playing on a map and you might know that you're going to do very poorly in one position, but you might excel at another one because you might know better terrain or something like that. So playing the map, playing the mode, it will help you to get better at it over time, just like practice makes perfect. But it's important to remember these things when you go into the mode so that you can help your team out the best way that you can. I know that this video is very short and this guide video could be more in-depth, but in all reality, the mode is very simple, and a lot of it comes down to your personal playstyle and how you play as an individual on the map. And a lot of that goes into how you can control your gun, your start cards effectively, the vehicles on the map, your positioning. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into it, but a lot of it is very simple. And so the best way to be effective for your team is to play as effective as you can individually and work with your team, so when you notice everybody kind of huddling together and pushing towards a location, you just don't sit back and camp, but you push forward with your team. And so in all reality, the concept is very simple, and the idea of a guide video for this mode seems rather basic, but it is important to remember these key points that I talked about, especially if you're just hopping into this mode for the first time. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it's very short and there's not a ton of information expounded upon, but like I said, it's a very basic and simple concept, and so hopefully this helps you with a basic understanding of what the map is and from watching the video in and of itself. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more Star Wars content. I'll see you guys next time.